Good morning, everybody. We are at Zion National Park today. We are going to power through and try and get through as much stuff as we can. We have a limited amount of time here at the park over between yesterday and today. We're departing back to Vegas tomorrow, so it's just a quick stop, but we are going to have as much fun and see as much beauty as we can today. And we are going to, let's head out and take a look at what our day looks like outside. It's a little chilly, but it should be sunny. And we walk out of our door and this is our view. I mean, this is just incredible. And looking off to the north, there's more beauty out there. And it's, we are right on the edge of the entrance to the national park. We are basically a few steps that way to the entrance. So we're going to walk over there this morning and catch a shuttle, but I just wanted to show a little bit of what we were seeing right outside the room. And then the river is right here. Also just a few steps away. Could hear it last night as we're coming back, but it's so dark in the evening we actually weren't able to see it. I'll walk a little closer to the river's edge here, and it's just very pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a little bit of mist coming off of the grass this morning. A little chilled. So I just wanted to show a little bit at the Cable Mountain Lodge. We are right smack dab at the entrance to the park. And as you can see, we've got canyon rising all around us. We are walking distance to the National Park Visitor Center, which we're going to head over to in just a few minutes. Look, there's Mrs. Coaster rising and ready for some hiking this morning. There's a pretty good bit of rooms here. And it's got some shops, little village close by as well. There's a little market here. So there are a lot of things right here in walking distance, which makes this really, really nice. And they do have some firewood here available. And then we are also directly adjacent to the brew pub. There's a restaurant and a microbrewery back here with beautiful views of the canyon behind it. They do close kind of early, 9 o'clock. That's about when everything's closing around here. So everything's closing kind of early, but that's just kind of how things are. Everybody's getting up super early too to go hit some of the hikes like Angel's Landing, things like that. So we're going to walk into the visitor center, check out the visitor center, catch a shuttle. The shuttle is your way through the park through most of the year. Private vehicles are only allowed up the canyon during the winter months. Otherwise, no private vehicles. You got to catch the shuttle. And people are lined up here early in the morning, like 5 and 6 a.m. to catch some of the popular hikes to like Angel's Landing and things like that. We're not going to be doing that today. So hopefully lines won't be too bad. Just look at these views here. Shuttle is free with the admission to the park. And now, currently, you need a permit.
Still there, right?
Right down here. We're gonna zip up the canyon here and stop at one or two of these places along the way. Get a little bit of a hike. These are two of the most popular here, the Narrows and the Angel's Landing. We have just exited the shuttle, and we are at the Temple of Asinawa, which is where the Narrows hike begins. We're not doing the Narrows hike, but we're going to walk a little bit above the along the riverside just to see some of the views, and we just wanted to look at some of the views up here. Take a look at this. This is just stunning. Look at these towering canyon walls around us. Just incredible. And as we talked about during our Jeep tour yesterday, pictures and video probably don't even begin to do it justice. But it's just incredible, the views that we're seeing here. Flash floods can occur at any time. And it's something they definitely warn you about. Is that if there's a flash flood, it can come very, very fast. And it can be just sunny here, but it's rained somewhere else and it's caused severe flooding. So you just need to be aware at all times. Today, flash flooding is possible. It's not in the upper warning range, but do want to keep aware.
Look at all those cactuses.
Annette just pointed out all the cactus just growing up on the canyon wall. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, you drop it a little bit.
So this path is partially it's paved, but there's certainly dirt and mud, sand on it. But it's a pretty mild walk. It's not very rocky or anything. Walking right by the river here. If there was a flash flood, it would fill everything up and probably wash over this walkway a bit too, so always just got to keep that in mind. Very picturesque here. It's really very picturesque, peaceful, even with a number of other people around. Very quiet, and it's a little chilly, a little cool this morning, but that's okay. It's going to warm up a little bit as the day goes on, and maybe as we get into a little bit more sun along the way here too. We're quite in the shade right now. We are slowly making our way back to the bus stop. A little chilly, and we want to try and stop at as many areas as we can with the time that we have available today. And this coaster is holding up okay right now. She's a little chilly, not feeling as great as she'd like to for the hike. So
Thank you.
we're just going to try and do at least a little bit of a lot of different things and see at least some views. Make sure she's feeling up to snuff, and just take in some of this beauty. It's just really incredible. A little rockier and sandier here at the river's edge, walking, but it is sunny in this area, so you get a little bit of warmth from the sun, which I'm sure Mrs. Coaster is enjoying quite a bit. But yeah, it makes a huge difference just being out in the sun right now, warming things up a little bit. So kind of nice to peel off the trail on one of these side paths. It's pretty amazing. Just a little spin around the canyon here. It's just fantastic. All right, so we're heading back to the bus. Get off another stop, see some different sights, maybe take a walk or a couple of steps down one of the trails. Alright, so from here we can get to Angel's Landing, West Rim, and Emerald Pools. We're going to take the Grotto Trail down to Zion Lodge. It's a short trail. But, yeah, a little image of people going up Angel's Landing and holding on to the chains. Yeah. It was the beginning of the trail for Angel's Landing. Since 2004, 13 people have died falling the cliffs along this route. First chunk of it is hilly, and you can see there's a decent elevation climb right there, and then you just climb higher and higher and higher. It is a steep, strenuous climb. It's a scary climb. And here you can see some folks already beginning the journey, making their way up to Angel's Landing. And we've identified the Grotto Trail leading us to Zion Lodge. So we are going to take this trail. It's a short trail, minimal elevation change, and just check out some more views. That was our original plan. But alas, this coaster fell off an e-bike, and so we're gonna play it safe. Keep this shoulder intact now. We have arrived at the lodge. And if you're in the lodge, you also have a pretty awesome view from your hotel there. And it's quite a bit busier over here. And there is a restaurant or two in here. They tend to be very busy. They got some nice areas, nice grassy areas you can just sit and relax. So we are just going to take a break and absorb some of the beauty around us here. Maybe we'll grab some food. We'll see if they have any food available without a huge wait. If not, we have some trail mix and some other snacks. Tourists in the canyon. Since 1916, they established the first tourist camp. I'm busy at the lodge here today. check out the inside of the lodge here a little bit. This is the lobby for the Zion Lodge inside the park. And they do have a gift shop in here. Not too much unlike, I think, what they've got at the visitor center. We liked a lot of the shirts and the hats that we saw yesterday in a non-park gift shop. More than what we actually need. Shirt for the Narrows. This is a nice little lobby, and they've got a Red Hook Grill. It's a restaurant, table service restaurant. They've got service from 6:30 to 9 p.m. as dinner. Looks like they are not taking reservations, or they don't require reservations right now. I know at some point in the last year or two it's been crazy busy in here. Here's the Red Rock Grill for lunch. Salmon cakes, firecracker rolls, soups and salads, burgers and sandwiches. Some fairly light items. Place all orders upstairs. So that's looking back at the lobby, and we're been sitting in the rockers right underneath there. Plenty of benches around here. As we work around, you can see this is what some of the lodging is right here. We're obviously not going to be able to go inside, but this is some of the porches and decks or the hotels. It's a little bit rustic. It's not a fancy place to stay, but it is not it's not camping either. And you are right smack in the middle of the park. And of course, as we peel back around, you got these views. Plenty of green space. A lot of people will take a break here in between hikes, take a break during the day, just sort of rest, eat something. There's some food here, but if you brought some, you can just sit here and just relax, look at the views. There are worse places to sit and take a break between hikes. And just a little further over here is just more buildings for the park lodge. And I think we are going to go across the road here to Emerald Pools hike and do a little bit of that. Off we go to the Emerald Pools Trail, which is an easier hike. At least the lower pools are. The middle and upper pools are a little longer and more strenuous hike. Not strenuous necessarily, but more of a medium hike. So we're not going to do those. We'll just do the lower ones for now. And it is kind of busy here on the walkway here to the Emerald Pools Trail. Pretty busy. Crossing over the river here on our way to the pools. Very pretty here. We are not going to be visiting Bryce Canyon on this trip. I've been there many, many moons ago. We originally planned to go there, but we had to reschedule. Things got reworked and we're not going to be able to fit it in this time. But we'll be back. We'll be back and love to go check out Bryce Canyon as well. If you are coming here, definitely, if you can find a way to make it fit. Bryce Canyon's like an hour and a half away, depending on which route you take and conditions and everything, but Rice is not that far away, and it's also absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of drop-offs, some elevation here. But man, we're getting some really great views along here too. Just about reached the pools. A little waterfall here, feeding them below. And feeding the pool right down here. Walking down along here to the lower pool and underneath the waterfalls here.
Does anybody in your family do that? God.
And it can be very slippery along here.
So do that. And it is. So it's probably, yeah, you're right. It's probably about a third. That would make sense. About a third.
This is the backside of water. I believe just on the other side of the tree there is where Mrs. Coaster and Annette decided to just stop. Just a little bit steep and slippery. This stairs, I went up and got a shot. It's pretty steep and it's all wet, so it's prone to be very slippery. It's not too slippery today, but it can be, or icy in the right temperatures. But this is the lower Emerald Falls, and it's pretty impressive sight. You can see some people hiking along up here. Well, I guess are going to the mid-level or upper level. A fairly steep grade right by the edge of the falls here. It doesn't feel too slippery, but it looks like it sure could be, and with the mud and dirt that's here, you could easily see someone falling. We've returned to the bridge where we started hiking to the lower pool. All right, we are going to head back and grab some food and take a break. Down Canyon stop, Visitor Center, that's us. Let's stop by the Visitor Center. Well, this is pretty cool. This is kind of a topographical or a 3D image of what the canyon is. Here's the road through the canyon and some of the different peaks. Jackets and bags and shirts and gift shops. like a few of these ornaments. Here's where they keep their nets. Zion Outfitter right here at the park entrance. You got bike rentals, they got shoes, bike showers, outdoor gear, laundromat, everything you might need for a day in the canyon at the Cable Mountain Lodge. And we're with a 5-minute walk from the entrance. We are at the lodge. And during daytime, with less clouds and overcast skies, this is kind of pretty much the view for anyone who's staying right here at the Cable Mountain Lodge. This is some of the different things they have available to eat here. Slow perusal of the menu. Not just Mexican, burgers and sandwiches too. And from what we've read, very big portions. So we're going to leave here not hungry. That's the plan anyway. Desserts. Hey, they've got beer too. Apparently I have one of these 32 ounces coming, so I will not be thirsty either. So we just got our food. Looks like it. Got our chicken sandwich, chips and guac and salsa, which is all very good so far. And I got this chili verde burrito, which is huge. It's just a massive, massive burrito. They call this hanker tanker. You can get a pint, or you can get this 32-ounce monstrosity.